think it should be recording now. Share screen.
Yes, we are recording. So get us. Great.
Okay. So thank you so much again for joining today's webinar. And today's webinar is going to be all about number play with PhET Interactive Simulations. And as I mentioned before, at PhET, we want learners to be able to learn math and to learn science by doing. So for today's objectives, we are going to focus on two objectives. One is build the foundational number sense using number play, PhET simulation. That is the simulation that we are going to focus on today. And then we will explore activities that introduce counting and number recognition using number play PhET simulation. So in a short way, we'll be going into the simulation itself. But just to give a highlight of the PhET simulation itself, it has 4 screens, and we have prepared an activity for each of those screens. The 10 screen, 20 screen, we'll have a little game, and then we'll give you an opportunity to create stories using this PhET simulation. So in this webinar, I would like you to just take yourself back as if you are, a grade 1 learner, a grade 2 learner, and be able to maybe answer questions or do activities as if you are a grade 1 or 2 learner. So we're not going to go into the details of, hello. We are not going to go into the, yes?
Sorry, I briefed when we are having some issues. I'll have to go out to do something. It's
okay. Great.
Yeah.
So we'll not go into the meat of this, but basically we are going to look in how you can use number play PhET simulation to be able to facilitate activities and lessons in number sense. And number sense is basically the understanding of numbers, operations, and just the ability to use this understanding in flexible ways to make mathematical judgments and also to solve problems. So we'll jump right in, and I would like you to, if you are on your computer, I would like you to go directly to this PhET simulation, number play PhET simulation. You can scan it. I can also drop a link in the chat box. So I would like you to play with it. We played with it a little bit last time, but I just want you to open it and then play around with that PhET simulation, and then tell me just one thing or two things that you discover about this PhET simulation. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and drop a link to this PhET simulation in the chat box, and so that we can also go directly to the simulation itself. So let me share screen and then go to the website. So if you don't know how to access the simulation, here is a link to the PhET simulation, to the website. And then I am going to scroll down and go to number play PhET simulation. So I'm going to select, I'm going to filter math, and then I'm going to go specifically to the number play PhET simulation, and here it is. So here is the link. Let me drop it in the chat. So this is the link to the PhET simulation itself.
Not yet.
Okay. So this is the link to the PhET simulation. Chinedu, I'm not sure if you can be able to drop it in the chat. Chinedu, are you able to drop the link in the chat box? Mami, are you able to drop the link in the chat box? Okay, so this is the PhET simulation itself. And when you open the PhET simulation, you will see 4 screens. And these are the screens that we have. So the 10 screen, the 20 screen, the game, and the lab. So today, because we are going to focus on the numbers, these are the screens that we are going to use. And before we just begin playing with it, let me just open this 10 screen. And I'm going to hide this and hide this. So before we dive into this PhET simulation, can anyone who's able to open their camera, like just show us how to count all the fingers on their hands? Stop sharing. Can anyone open their camera and then show us their hands, and then just show us how they can be able to count the fingers on their hands? Anyone who is able to unmute? Any participant who is able to unmute? Vincent?
Hello?
Yes, yeah, higher.
Yes. Can you see my... Yes, but I cannot see my camera.
Okay. Maybe you can just count even without showing us if your camera has a problem.
So you just start from the right hand. You count from the smallest one finger. You'll be following it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You enter the second hand. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great. Now, let me go back to this PhET simulation. And I am going to ask you to, if you have access to the simulation, to open the simulation, and I would like you to arrange 7 objects. Arrange 7 objects by opening this screen. You can choose a puppy. There's an apple here. There is a butterfly or this ball here. Choose whatever object that you would like to arrange, and then arrange 7 of those objects of your choice on that screen. I'll give you 30 seconds to do that. So arrange 7 objects on this screen here.
I'm lost. I don't know where you people are.
Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. So we are using, let me drop a link to this PhET simulation in the chat. So we are focusing on this number play PhET simulation. Let me drop a link in the chat. Here is the link to the number play PhET simulation. And basically,
I'm on number plate on the this thing on number play on PhET Interactive Simulation site.
Okay. Are you able to share your screen, Abigail?
Obiageli.
Yes.
I've not tried sharing it with anybody. I don't know.
Just click on at the bottom of the screen. There is a green button. If you click share, we can be able to see your screen.
At the bottom of my screen?
Yes, so on the Zoom window, At the bottom, there is share screen option.
Okay, let me see. And no, I don't have it.
Okay, so let me
I came in through the browser. Could it be the reason I don't have it?
It's okay. It's okay. Let me share my screen so that you can see what we are doing. So I'll go back. I'll go back, and then this is the number play PhET simulation. I believe
Yes, I'm
that
there.
you have. And then I would like you to open this 10 screen, this first screen. And then
The
you
first
open
screen.
it. Yes, the first screen, and
When
open
I
it.
open the first screen, I have, okay, number play 4. Then I have the second one, I have 4 with arrow up and down. Then the other one, I have ... 4. Below it, I have 211. By the side, I have a butterfly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what I would like you to do is you see this play area, I would like you to arrange 7 objects. Arrange 7 objects on this play area.
Which one is the play area? The one below?
This one, the one I'm showing on the screen.
Okay, let me see
This one here. Let me hide this and hide this. So this one here.
I've not reached this place you are now. I've not reached there. I don't know where you got that place.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
Okay. So on this screen,
I've not gotten this place you are. I only have this number play, then I have I don't know.
Okay, great. So this is what you're able to see, right?
Pardon?
Are you able to see my screen?
I think I'm seeing your screen, but I don't know where you. Okay, yes, I'm seeing your screen now, and this is where I was before. Yes.
Okay. So in order to use this simulation, you need to play on. You need to
okay. You
click
play
on
on
this
it.
play. Yes. Okay. Now do you have this screen?
My screen has not shown me to play.
Are you using a mobile phone or
I'm using my
computer?
laptop.
Okay. So are you able to see this screen?
No, I've not seen the screen. That's the
So allow me to proceed in the interest of time, and then I can
Okay.
be able to help you.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay, great. So for those who have managed, you can arrange 7 objects on this screen. So basically, I can choose a puppy, and then I can arrange, the 7 puppies on this screen.
Okay.
And the reason I wanted you all to try out this is because I wanted to ask, like, how many different ways did you arrange those, those puppies, those 7 puppies on the screen? And is there an easy way to arrange those 7 puppies on the screen? Can anyone share maybe okay, so one way to arrange these 7 puppies on the screen is you can have this crazy arrangement. But the other way is also you can decide to, to order them in a particular pattern so that it's easy to see and count these puppies on the screen. And be able to just count them from, the first one to the last one. And when you open this other screen, you can be able to see that there are, 7 of these that are individually placed there. So now, just having that experience, I have a follow-up question. Like, if you have 18 objects, how can you be able to arrange 18 objects on the screen? And I would like a response from, at least from, if you can be able to unmute or just type in the chat, how you can be able to arrange the 18 objects on the screen. How can you be able to arrange 18 objects on the screen? We've tried with 7, with the 10 screen, and now how can we be able to arrange 18 objects on the screen? So you realize that with the 10 frame, you cannot be able to do that. So I am going to open the sim again and take us particularly to this 20 screen. And in order to arrange the 18 objects, there are very many ways to arrange the 18 objects on this screen. One way is just to, like randomly arrange them as I am doing on the screen. Those are 18 puppies arranged on the screen. And I would love to see if there is anyone in the room who has arranged those 18 puppies or 18 objects of their choice in a different way. Is there anyone in the room who has arranged the puppies in a different way? So I'll give you some time to just play around with the objects and see how you can arrange those puppies in different ways. And if you can probably unmute and share, like, what arrangement did you use to arrange those 18 objects in on that play screen? Okay. Yeah, Daniel says he's joining with our phone, and they can only follow with our phone. Okay, great. So there are different ways that, of course, you can make it easy to display these objects in a screen. So just like we did with the 7 objects. If you have 18 objects, there are different ways that you can decide to arrange them. Maybe you can choose to arrange them and have them in rows. So that you have, maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5, 6, you have 7, you have 8, you have 9. Then because that is filled up, you have another one here, you get another one there, get another one here, 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 and get another one here, and get the last one here. So if you are in a classroom setup, you can ask the learners, for example, to share which way do they find it easy to identify the 18 objects, You can also ask them for suggestions on the other different ways, because this is not the only way you can arrange these 18 objects. And then you can also ask them to explain why they chose their way of arranging those objects on the screen. And then they can also see that, this objects is representing this number 18, and you can reveal this number 18, the word form of 18, and they can get to see the word 18 itself. Then you can also reveal this 10 frame, the 10 frame, and they can see how this is filled up, and they can be able to count. And it's also like put into two groupings, one groupings of 10, and then the other grouping of 8. So they can be able to visualize and give feedback on why they chose to arrange them in different ways. Yes, Yakubu says 3 rows of 6 puppies. Yes. Yes, you can also choose to, to arrange, 3 rows of 6 puppies, and they can see that this is actually very, different. Then you can, follow up and ask, for example, Yakubu in the classroom to explain why Yakubu chose that strategy to have them, like 6 in 3 rows and so forth and so on. So, and you can also follow up and ask them, like, how can they arrange the objects to make it easier so that they know that they have 18 objects. Okay, great. So let me refresh this and take you to another activity of using this particular screen, the 20 screen. And I'm going to load it again, and I'm going to put up a scenario on the screen, and I'll generally like feedback in the chat, or if you're able to unmute, you can be able to unmute. And I'm going to hide this. I'll hide this. I'm going to hide this play area. And I'm going to put a number. I'm going to put to set up a scenario on the screen. So let me put this number here. And I also put this this here, so that we have these numbers on the screen. I have closed this area over here, and I'm hiding some puppies. And I want you to just take a few seconds to think and tell me, how many puppies do you think are in this play area? With the numbers that I have on the screen, how many puppies do you think are on this play area?
3.
You can drop it in the chat. Someone unmuted. Yes? How many puppies? Let me see. Great. Yahaya says they can be 3 and also 12. Aha. That's a very good response. Vincent Kiza says 3. Okay. So before I reveal how many puppies are here, 3. Okay, great. So before I reveal how many puppies are here, I want to add another number here. Maybe let me do this and do this. And let me do this and do this and do this. And again, do that. Okay. So how many puppies are hiding under this, are hiding here?
6.
How many puppies are under here? I had someone say 6.
Yeah, 6.
6. So why do you say 6?
Behind 2, 1 is there. Behind 3, 1, 1, that's 2. And behind 4, 1, 1, 1, that's 3. If you add them together, it will give you 6.
Okay. So you're saying behind 2, there is 1.
Yeah.
Behind 3, there is how many?
Okay. Okay. Let me withdraw it.
Okay, so
Okay, the analogy I had before was behind 2, there's 1. Behind 3, there's 2 numbers. But the 2 number, the one number in 2 will make it up to be 2. The 2 numbers in 3 will made it up to 3. And also behind 4, there are 3 ones that made it up to 4. So that's the way I thought about it.
Okay, great. So so how many puppies would be displayed here?
I said 6. I don't know whether it's right.
So you have explained why you said 6. There's someone else who has said 10. Adeni. Is it Adeni says 10? Are you able to tell us why you say 10? 10 puppies? Or anyone in the room who can be able to unmute and thinks that there'll be 10 10 puppies. Can you tell us why you say it's 10?
Okay, I also go with 10.
Okay. Why?
Okay, by adding the numbers on the screen, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Awesome. So we have 2 different responses. Anyone else with a different, let me see in the chat. So we still have 10. Okay. So let me reveal the number of puppies. The number of puppies behind this. Let's see. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 10 puppies. So actually, what is happening here is that like each one of these numbers is representing a puppy. So when you bring 2 here, you have 2 more puppies. When you bring 3 here, you have 3 puppies. When you have when you bring here 4, you have 4 more puppies. So actually, what you're doing, you're summing up this total number of puppies, which gives you 10. So initially, when I asked about 1 and 2 here, there was also a response that said 12. And actually, right now we are thinking these numbers as separate values, and we are not thinking about these numbers as one number. So this activity basically focuses on understanding numerals as representing objects, where one of these represents 1 puppy, and then when you have 2 here, represents 2 more puppies. And so it addresses the distinction between having place values and not using place values. So in this case, we are not using place values. So when we place 1 next to each other, we're just treating them as 1 representing 1 puppy, and then 2 representing 2 puppies. And when you put them together, it gives you 3 puppies. Of course, you can use this simulation to address the issues of place values, but we will not focus this on this for now. Oh, Yahaya says you cannot unmute. No problem. Okay, great. Now I'd like to go to the next screen. And this is basically a game. And it is a game, and I would like a volunteer to play with the game. And it's a very simple game. So I'm going to choose this level 2. And this game is very simple. You just have to quickly look at this arrangement and then be able to tell me quickly what is the value, and then we check. And you have to be very fast. So can I get a volunteer to be able to play this game with me? Okay, Yahya says 14. So let's check. Awesome. So you can see that this is giving feedback as a smiley face there, showing that it's correct. So actually in a classroom setup, you can set up like 2 groups or a number of groups to compete to say exactly and quickly how many of these can be able to count. So if I click on next, can someone be ready to tell me the next one quickly? Oh, come on. How many are they? Don't count. 12. Let's try and see 12. Okay, the next one. Quickly, 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 quickly. 12. Let's try 12. Oh, no. Try again. 17.
17.
Oh, great. Okay, let's try another one. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Who can be able to tell me? Quickly.
23.
23. Oh, 23 is not
18.
here.
18.
18. Great. Okay. Next one. Quickly, quickly. Without counting.
15.
15.
15.
Next one. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Don't
20.
count. Please just tell me 20.
20.
Okay. Next one.
11.
11. Aha. Quickly, quickly, quickly.
17.
17.
16.
16. Oh, you are guessing now. Can someone tell me quickly?
17.
17, 18,
19.
19. Okay. Okay, so let's try another game. Now you've gotten the hang of the game. Let's try a different game. So we tried this one last time. Now let's try this one. But this one, I would like someone to volunteer. Just verbalize your name. A volunteer? Or you want me to load the game first? Okay, let me load the game. Okay, so basically this game, when I click play, it's going to display some objects and then they will disappear, and then you have to guess, you have to tell me, how many they are. So let me try with this one. So there it comes. How many were they?
8.
8.
8, okay. Let's, the next one quickly. How many were they?
10.
10.
10, okay. The next one?
6.
6.
Are you sure?
9.
9.
9.
9.
Okay. The next one?
9. Okay.
9?
8.
No,
Oh!
8.
8. 8. Great. The next one?
6.
6. Okay. The next one?
8.
8.
Okay. The next one?
10.
10.
Okay. The next one? Come on.
10.
10? Okay. The next one?
8.
8.
8.
6.
6.
6. And final one?
7.
Okay, awesome. Well done, everyone. Okay, so let me take you to the last one, the last screen. This last screen is called the lab. This task screen is called the lab. And with the lab, let me actually drop the link in the chat. So this is the link to the lab. And basically, this lab allows you as a learner to be very creative with the counting, addition, or subtraction of numbers. So if you're able to get on that lab screen, I would like to invite you to play with that lab screen, and I'm going to give you a subtraction story problem. Let me actually stop sharing my screen and share my slide so that I can give you the story problem itself. Okay, so share screen, and then slideshow, and current slide. Okay. Okay, so this is the problem, and it is a subtraction problem. And the problem is that Sarah had 15 apples. She gave 7 apples to her friend. How many apples does Sarah have left? So I want to encourage you to solve this in a way that makes sense to you, using that lab screen in the link that I dropped in the chat box. And as you solve it, think about how you are going to show us how you solve that problem using the tools that are available on that lab screen. So experiment with the 10 frames, experiment with the tools, and solve this subtraction story problem. And the subtraction story problem is that Sarah had 15 apples. She gave 7 apples to her friend. How many apples does Sarah have left? Solve it in a way that makes sense to you while using the tools, the lab tools, the tools on the lab screen. So you have the 10 frame, you have different objects there that you can use, you have numbers there that you can use. And the idea is that I want you to represent your thinking with a scene and prepare and share those strategies.
But hello, please, sir. But we're having 17 apples there. Hello?
Yes?
Hello, sir. But we have 17 apples there in the box.
Oh, okay. You mean on the screen?
Yes, on the screen you shared. There are 17 apples in the box.
Okay, so yeah, let me just share.
She said 15 apples, and she gave 7 to her friend.
Okay.
Which is 8 as usual. 8 will be left, but you have to play with the simulation. But what I'm asking is that there are 17 apples in the box. Oh, that one doesn't mean. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so my intention was just to share the subtraction story. Let me actually remove this, and then you use the scene. Then I can just display the subtraction story. So let me share screen and share this. Share the subtraction screen. So this is the subtraction story that I have. Let me put it in full current slide. So this is the subtraction story.
Sorry, okay.
Yes, so, and the idea is that, I'm seeing we don't have much time, but the idea is that you use the lab screen tools to be able to show your thinking about how you solve this problem. So different learners are going to use this screen to solve it differently. And so that's the idea. And then the last thing that I just want to mention is that you can also get learners to create their own stories using this lab screen story.
Okay,
So
learners can create the story in words with the lab screen like this?
Yes, they can create their own stories with words,
Wait,
but also they can, yes?
but you've not taught us that one. You didn't teach us that one.
So just in the interest of, so I've given an example of a subtraction story, just as a way to model like what a subtraction story looks like. And learners can also be able, you can ask learners to come up with their own subtraction stories.
Okay.
And then represent that story on the sim, and then give it to other learners to be able to solve that subtraction story. It can be an additional story or accounting story, and so forth and so on. So that's the idea. Then you can select a few of the learners to share their strategies on how they came up with the story, and also how they solved and how they represented their thinking of the story. Okay. Okay. So because we are running out of time, I have a few reflection questions. One is, what are your takeaways about number play? So I began by showing you the 10 screen, the 20 screen. We played a game, and then we just completed with the lab screen. And I've just shown you just one of the ways that you can use those screens. However, those are not the only ways that you can use that PhET simulation to teach. So just reflect, like, what are some of the overall takeaways about the number play PhET simulation? And then secondly, how could number play support your students as they learn counting strategies and build number sense? We don't have much time to discuss, but I would love to hear your feedback on this. And then, of course, today we've just been focusing on all about number play. And then on July 3rd, we're also going to have another session where we'll be focusing on number comparison, on how we can be able to use number comparison to be able to achieve different learning objectives with our learners. Again, like last time, we've created a self-paced course. It's called Number Sense for Primary Education. And the course is open to any educator who is interested. I will be able to drop a link in the chat where you can be able to experience and learn more about how you can use these simulations to conduct lessons and sessions. Let me just stop there and give an opportunity for questions and feedback on all about number play. Great. So back to you, Chinedu. So very happy to address questions that are related to number play PhET simulations. Are there specific questions, specific comments about the number play PhET simulation?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Yakubu.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation. Okay, hello. Can you hear me? Thank you
Yes,
for the
yes,
presentation.
Yakubu, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So, sir, I didn't really get the scenario or the story you shared on the lab. So I didn't really get that part very well. Were you able to solve the problem on the screen?
Okay, great. Thank you, Yakubu. So I'm going to show you. So just for the interest of everyone, you're free to leave. We are 2 minutes past time and we want to respect your time. However, I'm going to stick around to address questions. So if you have time, I'm happy to stay around and address questions and comments. But Feel free to leave if you have to leave because we come to the end of the sessions, and I'll just focus on addressing questions. So yes, Yakubu, thank you so much for your question. And
I also asked a question.
yes, please.
I posted a question in the chat box that you didn't teach us how to bring out questions in words using the simulation.
Okay.
Even the question you gave to us, I'm trying to play with the simulation. I'm trying to bring out 15 apples by myself with the box.
Awesome. Are you able?
I've already started the 15 apples inside the box.
Are you able to share your screen?
No, I don't. Which way? Because on the down button, I couldn't see anything to share. At the down button.
So let me. Okay, let me share my screen and then you tell me what I
opened
need to
in
do.
another tab using Chrome.
Is okay. Let me just put up this simulation. So let me first of all let me put up the question. So the question is that Sarah had 15 apples. She gave 7 apples to her friend. How many apples does Sarah have left? So let me put up the simulation and then share the screen. So this is the lab. Okay. So basically what I am saying is that this lab part, it gives you tools. It gives learners the tools to represent things and be able to use it to solve, problems in their own creative ways. So as a teacher, I have posed a question that Sarah had 15 apples. She gave 7 apples to her friend. How many apples does Sarah have left? And the idea is that you as the learner, in your own creative ways, you use these tools available to you to be able to solve this problem. Okay, now, can you tell me what I should do on the screen?
Okay.
Yes. I want to represent your thinking using these tools. So can you tell me what I should be able to do on the screen?
Okay, I pick there's at the bottom, at the down button at the bottom. You see, I think there are boxes there, like 10 boxes. If you pick that one,
okay,
and
this one,
and started, yes. We now insert 10 apples there.
So you want me to insert 10 apples? Okay, so let me insert 10 apples. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, right?
Okay,
and then
again, because we are still going to 15.
Okay, so I pick another one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
5.
5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
So probably there is a minus symbol at the right side.
So there's a minus symbol here.
In between. Okay.
Okay, so let me try and push this one this side and push this one this side. Right. Or maybe I can put it here. Okay. So I pick another.
Yes, pick another table to the right.
Okay, so I pick another 10 frame to the right.
So we are not going to insert 7 there.
So I insert 7. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, This is fine. So I can't do more than,
Place another 2 at the bottom.
so I can't, like, they are all finished.
Oh,
Why can't you take from the one that you already have? That from
That's a
remove
good
it because
suggestion.
it's minus here.
That's a good suggestion. So what are you suggesting? So I do away with this.
Yes.
okay.
Then
Then,
get the table. Get the
yes.
table back there.
So I get the table, this one or this one?
No, see, put the minus sign there.
So I put minus sign here.
Yeah, then get the table back there. Beside, after the
Bring another
minus
table
sign.
after the minus, okay?
No, not that one.
New
Oh,
table,
I
new
put
table.
this
Put
one.
a
New
fresh
table.
table. Put a fresh table there. Then take the apple from the lower part. From the lower part, be taking it one after the other. Oh, it can't.
It can't.
Okay. Then remove that one and put remove that. Then remove the 5 apple down. Put it on the right side. No, it's okay. No, leave the minus there.
Okay.
Okay, it will not be okay unless, okay, remove 2 from the 10 remaining and put it the other side. It can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, so the idea is how can you represent your thinking about this problem to be able to solve it using the tools that are available here. So these are not the only tools. You can also use these numbers if you want.
Okay, I can see there's hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Can you get me now?
Yes.
There's one symbol beside the apple there, at the box of the apple. There's one symbol there. If we click on it, it will be deducting it. There's one symbol like this.
Where?
There's one symbol, the one yellow symbol there. If we click on it and tap the one of the apple, it will be removed. It will be deducting. Yes.
Okay. So what you're saying that we have this and then we don't have this minus sign, right?
Yes.
And then we have this we
Yes,
have
that
this
symbol, that yellowish or lemon symbol, we click on it, and when we tap on the apple, it will be deducting it.
Okay.
That symbol.
So how many times should I tap on it?
That's
7.
minus 7 times.
7 times. Okay, so let me try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7. Okay. So how many apples does Sarah have left now?
8.
8. Okay. So this is one way of representing it. Is it the only way of representing it?
As another question.
Yeah, great. But now you see, as a learner, you figured out how to represent your thinking because the tools are available there for you. Now, coming back to the second question, like once learners have had this practice, then you can ask them now to create their own stories. It could be subtraction story, it could be an addition story using these tools. And then they can be able to share amongst themselves and then solve them. So that's the idea. Great, thank you. Great. Do we have anyone else who would like to maybe ask a question or give a comment, maybe regarding to the reflection questions or on how to use number play to enhance students' learning of number sense. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. I would like to, first of all, to appreciate the number play game. So it is a very
Sorry, Sylvian, we lost you.
and it can also help with reflection and a quicker, how can I say, the faster observation. So just to ask if there is some instructions or guidance or guide for those games, if you have. Thank you.
Great. That's a very great question. Thank you for that comment. And let me show you where you can get guides and of course support. So let me share my screen and then go to the website again. So I'll go to number play. So when you come to this number play PhET simulation, we have a number of things at the bottom here. So one is this about section, which talks about the simulation itself and ideas on how you can be able to which topics can you be able to teach using this number play PhET simulation. But then what you're asking specifically is there are these two tabs. So you have the teaching resources and then you have activities. So first, the teaching resources, of course, you need to have an account. With it, creating an account on PhET is free. So you need to be able to log in, and then you'll get just basic guidance on what you can do with this simulation. But then here, there are specific activities that have been developed that you can get an inspiration from. So for example, here you have addition strategies with 10 or 20. When you open this link, it's going to take you to a lesson plan or an activity that you can be able to either adapt or reuse with this PhET simulation. And you can see other educators have contributed from across the globe, have contributed to this PhET simulation. So let me just open this one and show you how to access that guide. So you see this educator has placed here addition strategies. And when you open it, it's going to take you to, it's going to download a PDF document that has activities. I don't know if you can be able to see my screen, but this is a well-planned lesson that is just using that PhET simulation as a resource for teaching, adding strategies. So the answer is yes, there are resources on the website that you can get an inspiration from, learn from, or reuse for teaching specific concepts. And when you develop your own activities, please also feel free to share so that other educators can be able to use that PhET simulation and the resource that you have developed. Great. Vincent says, thanks a lot. Very thoughtful. I had failed to make the 15 to 15 minus 7 story, but now I am thinking. Great. Okay, do we have anyone else maybe with a question or a comment on how to use this number play PhET simulation? Okay,
sir.
Yes.
I think there was a question Adeni asked. He asked, you know, when you give us that scenario on the subtraction story, you were able to show us a screen where a question was displayed. So is there any page on the PhET simulation website whereby you can write a question briefly before displaying the simulation?
Not really. Let me share my screen so that I can show you what I did. I was just using PowerPoint. This is PowerPoint, and I came up with a question, and I just typed, and these are things you can just change. So on the PhET website, there's nowhere you can be able to like type in this, but you can create this. It can be just on a piece of paper. You can just handwrite or write on the blackboard or on a PowerPoint like I did, and then pose the question to learners, and then encourage them to use the PhET simulation to answer the question. The same way you would ask them to come up with like story problems, and then they would just maybe write or verbalize so that the others can be able to answer that question. So the answer is no, not on the PhET website. It's just something you come up with. You can have it handwritten. You can put it on a placard. You can put it on a PowerPoint. You can write it on a blackboard and just get the kids to engage with the simulation to solve the problem.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Anyone else?
Hi, Zach, it's Jackie.
Yes, Jackie.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the time. I think with these PhET simulations, we can go on and on and on. They're very exciting and interesting, and the more we do, the more we learn, the more exciting it becomes. So it can be quite addictive, actually, in a nice way.
Yes. Thank you so much. And yes, and this is what we want our learners to be addicted to, to solve problems, to find it fun, and just learn by doing so. Thank you so much for that comment, and thank you everyone for joining. Again, apologies for the technical hiccup. Next time we are going to do better, and we appreciate. Please feel free to keep asking those questions to me or anyone else on the team, and I will be able to address those questions. I'm just dropping my email address in the chat box. Please reach out. Also, if you have questions on how to just teach foundational learning with these PhET simulations, you can also reach me via that contact, and I'll be able to help, and then we can keep on sharing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and also just to end, just to encourage you all to kind of, spread the word and bring your friends on board. This is a very, very, useful, very useful resource, and it's free. So I think, sharing is caring. So let's share this. Let's encourage others to come on board and also learn what we are learning, so that we are able to, learn a new way of teaching our learners in the classroom, and, improve their numeracy skills. So if you don't mind, Zach, I'll just give my closing remarks now so that we can close up the meeting. Yeah, so thank you again to everybody that has come through. I think this is getting more and more interesting, and we hope that, we can have more people join. We can have more people join the session next week. And again, on behalf of everybody, apologies for the technical glitch, but the important thing is we managed to have the session, and we're looking forward to the next session in 2 weeks' time. We will again send you reminders. Looking forward to your participation, active participation. I think today was fun because everybody was chipping in. Thanks to you, Zach, as well, for making this session really, really interactive. So thanks, everybody. Have a good evening, and we will be in touch.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.